In this video, I'll be providing a short introduction to DeepForge. DeepForge is a web-based development environment for deep learning designed for simplicity, collaboration, and reproducibility of experiments. It's built using WebGME and consists of both visual and textual interfaces for defining neural network architectures and the pipelines used to train or evaluate them. Let's get started with a simple example in DeepForge. In this example, we're going to train a neural network to perform image classification on the CIFAR10 dataset, starting from the CIFAR10 project hosted in the DeepForge examples repo. First, we'll import the project into our local instance of DeepForge. Now we can see the imported project in DeepForge. The sidebar on the left provides high-level navigation through the project and has icons for navigating to the pipelines, the executions, resources such as neural network architectures or things referenced and used by pipelines, as well as any generated artifacts or uploaded artifacts, and custom utilities and serialization that may be needed by the project. Currently, we see the pipelines icon is selected in the sidebar, and the center shows the defined pipelines for the project. This project contains a single pipeline called train and score. If we open it, we can see it consists of 6 operations. The get CIFAR10 data operation, as the name suggests, gets the CIFAR10 dataset and returns both a training data and test data. So it already partitions the data into training and test sets. The training data is passed to the training operation, which trains a neural network given the input data. This trained model, which is the output of the train operation, is then marked as an output of the entire pipeline, as well as evaluated using the score model operation. If we select the train operation, we can see its attributes, including the number of epochs and a few other settings used while training the model. We can also see that this operation references a neural network architecture called ConvNet. If we check out the resources for this project, we can see the neural network architecture used by the training operation. From this editor, we can see the parameters of each layer, as well as the dimensionality of the data as it flows through the layers. The leading none is referring to the batch size. Let's return to the training pipeline, train and score pipeline. We can execute this pipeline to start training our model using the architecture that we just saw. Here, we can set the execution to run on the server, and we can enable debug mode. We can also enter a name for the execution if desired. Clicking Run will now create an execution of the pipeline. After running the pipeline, we'll see it show up as an associated execution. Clicking on it will let us monitor the execution and view the output of each of the individual operations. This includes viewing generated metadata about the operation, such as training loss. Here is a training pipeline where the model was trained for 50 epochs. We can view the output of the training operation as before, and it will show us all of the standard console output generated by this operation or during the execution of the operation, as well as a plot of the training loss. Furthermore, as the train model is specified as an output of the pipeline, it will be available in DeepForge as an artifact. Here we can see the train model, and we can download it for use outside of DeepForge. This concludes our short introduction to DeepForge. If there are any questions or comments, feel free to get involved with the community on the DeepForge Slack or GitHub. Thank you.